What is up, survivors? We're back for another mod review. For today's mod review, we're actually addressing one that we've actually talked about before already, and that is the Center Reborn. Now, the reason why I wanted to come back, well, honestly, there's a lot of reasons. One, because I really love this mod. And for two, they made a huge update. So, if you haven't watched our first video on the Center Reborn, essentially this is an overhaul of the Center map to update it to make it more playable with a lot of these other new maps that are out now, to make it sort of comparable. So in our first mod review, we went over the Lava Island, which is the main portion of what happened when this mod first came out. And what this did was overhaul all the textures out here on the volcanic island, making it look so much better. Like just absolutely amazing, to be complete with like these giant crystals over here. Like, it's just all in all looks gorgeous. The insides of some of the caves have been redone, all the textures have been added. There's an island out all the way out here on the end that added a little bit more texture with some of the bassies and the dolphins that are beached from other maps that you would usually see. There's actually vultures hanging out here too, which is kind of a cool concept. But this is just the tip of the iceberg now. This is what we're dealing with now. So when we put out that last video, that's pretty predominantly what we're looking at, is this island being overhauled completely, and then that tiny island down there being overhauled as well. Now, if you're not familiar with the Center map, it was one of the first maps to really come out as far as modded maps went. Actually, I think it was the first one that they kind of brought into the normal playlist of ARC maps. Now, obviously, the Center map focuses on a giant floating island that's pretty much in the center of the map, and that's pretty much why they call it that. However, there's a cool, fun little gems to this map that I always thought were really cool, but highly underused, and we'll talk about why. So underneath of the map, there are several different entrances to get to an underground biome that is very much like a grasslandy sort of biome, with really not a whole lot going on in there other than it just being a cool concept of a place to be. We're going down into one of those entrances to show you what they've done with this place. And I gotta tell you, it looks fantastic. All right, and then we just drop ourselves down here. And what they've done is turned this into an aberration biome. An aberration biome is all down here now, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. This is crazy. This is exactly what I wanted to see happen with something like the Center map. The amount of time it must have taken to do all this is crazy, but man, does it look good. And it has all of the mushrooms are down here, some of the crystals are down here, you have the glowing stuff down here, the plant Z is spawning down here. I mean, it just looks great. You got all the zip lines that are going on as well, you know, the vine lines that you can cling to and ravagers can walk up and down. Just looks great. I mean, man, this is like, when I first saw this mod, this is exactly what I was hoping to see, and man, the mod creator did not disappoint on this one. Now you have a whole aberration biome underneath of the map, and this is a very big area. I mean, look at how vast this is down here. I mean, it's not the size of an aberration map, but when we really talk about playable area down here, this makes this area so much more worth it. Originally, this was just, there were some trees and some rocks and little metal deposits here, and as you can see, we're getting the aberration creatures that spawn. We got a roll rat down there walking around. But that was pretty much it. Like, it was kind of bland beforehand. It really was. And to see this is, oh, man, this is amazing. This is really good. I'm not sure if they did anything with the water texture, but it actually kind of looks like they have. But man, does it look great. So like I said, you'll have all the mushroom spawns down here, but you'll actually have green gems and stuff down here too, which is good. So all your resources are going to be here as well, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure all that out. Super helpful. The one thing I didn't see, and I buzzed around for a little bit and I could have just missed it, I don't think there's charge stations down here. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to have the charge stations, because it's just a fertile area, right? So you're not going to see like reapers and stuff down here, so you don't really need the charge lights. Plus, without like an element vein to mine element, it's kind of a moot point. So, I mean, I kind of get why they might not even put it down here to begin with, unless they were to incorporate some sort of element vein somewhere else on the map. Maybe, I honestly, I don't know what the plan is. But, man, does this look gorgeous down here. I'm really, man, whew. And we still get the aberrant creatures as well. We got the aberrant dire barrel rolling around down there. Like, this looks absolutely fantastic. Job well done. Man, I hope they have so much more planned. for this map. This map, like I said, was one of the first modded maps to really come out, but it has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. When somebody comes by and just gives us a little bit of love like this, man, that's some good stuff to see. So as of right now, this is what's totally been worked on. So our lava island all the way up north, and then this underground biome that has several different entrances has also been done up as well. And we're also getting the aberration creatures down here. So not only do you have an aberration area added, but you don't even have to worry about the creature spawns because they're down here too. And the resources. Really, they really covered all their bases, and they covered it really well, I think. And it just fit so well with this area. Being underground like this and having its like own little almost sun down here, it was a perfect spot to do something like this. I'm really glad the mod creators decided to do something like that. I'm kind of blown away, to be honest with you. I want to take their I want to see everything fast forwarded, you know? I want to see exactly what they want this map to look like tomorrow and just snap my fingers and it be there. Because this does look great. I'm so excited to see this. As I said, I'm not sure exactly what the plans in the future are for this. I'm not sure if we're going to see like more of a scorched earth biome, maybe we might see an island turn into like a desert island, or maybe they'll incorporate that somewhere. I'm not entirely certain how you would do that. I do know that on this map there are several outskirt islands, like all the way to the right hand side. There's a couple of green islands out there. Maybe converting one into a desert, maybe adding a desert, maybe adding desert life down into the redwood area, maybe. I'm not sure, but man, if they were able to do that and really capitalize on the playable area, and really be able to introduce a lot of the different map creatures and stuff like that, that would be pretty intense, really, I think. And this map it is a very big map. If we look at this, the redwood area in the south is gigantic, and that whole east side, the whole west side of the map is frozen area. So there is a huge amount of playable area. The ocean looks pretty good with the underwater bubbles. So there's a lot of depth, a lot of up and down to this, and I really enjoy it. And as I said, I'm not sure if we're going to get the full aberration out of this. You know, this is basically the equivalent of the fertile area in aberration currently. I'm not sure if you're going to get like a bioluminescent area or like a radioactive area. I'm not sure if they're going to go full bore with something like that. But honestly, just to take bits and pieces from some of the official maps like this and incorporate it into the center, I think is a great idea. I think one of the reasons why Ragnarok was such a big hit when it came out is because it offered a little bit of everything, and it was a very big map. And I think this map is large, but it didn't quite offer everything. And I think if we have somebody modding this map like we can easily have that. This can easily become one of those really high playable maps with just this mod. And like I said, it covers so much. I could really go on and on, but I feel like I get to the point where I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think you guys get the gist. Definitely check this one out. It's being worked on all the time, it seems like. So that is it, guys. I know this is a short mod review, but because this was more of an update to one that I'm just really passionate about seeing work, I wanted to make sure that it got in here and that we talked about it. And as always, we will leave a link to the Steam Workshop page in the description of the video so you guys can check that out at your leisure. And if you guys have other mods that you want me to check out, please feel free to leave something in the comment. I can't necessarily say that I'll do every single one, but I guarantee you I'll at least check it out and give it a go. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you on the next one.